everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Also, you can check the description below, and you can click it, and you can join my Patreon, and you can recommend movies and music for me to review. Now, Happy New Year to all of you guys. Welcome to 2021. I hope it's going to be a lot better than 2020 was to us. And with that being said, we got a brand new series released on New Year's Day. We're talking about Cobra Kai, episode 1. I believe it's titled The Aftermath. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, first and foremost, I was looking forward to Cobra Kai coming back to the screen so we can watch it and enjoy it. I'm glad that it's on Netflix because honestly, the whole YouTube using a free subscription to get it and trying to milk that was kind of a hassle, or waiting for them to release it for free for like a month or two. I don't want to do all that. So with that being said, I'm so glad that Netflix bought this series and then we could jump into it from there. So this episode isn't something that's comes in with a bang and it's something that's all like, whoa, like, you know, it's basically picking up exactly where things left off in the previous season. That's why it's called The Aftermath. People are visibly older. You can tell that people have gained weight. People have gotten older. People have hit growth spurs and all that crazy stuff, right? Throughout the season, we're basically catching up with all the different characters and how the events from last season basically have affected this season, or whatever's the time period that's happening between the fight and now. Basically, that fight, I guess it triggered some sort of anti-bullying or anti-fighting campaign, and it started a lot of backlash in the community that's affected Daniel and his career, that's affected the dojos and the students and the people that are involved. It's affected everyone. And I love how the show always takes jabs at PC culture, and this show is so cool because it's like it just doesn't care. And I miss that. It has that's what I miss. The vibe from the 80s, everything in the 80s was ballsy, man. They didn't care. They just put it out there. It was out there. Now I feel like everybody has to second guess and think, well, you know, should we put this out? Is it going to bother people? Are people going to be offended by this? Who cares? Just put the movie out and let's just have fun with it. And that's what Cobra Kai is, and that's what I enjoy, and I hope they continue this into infinity and beyond until this shit ends, right? So it picks up, we visit Miguel. Miguel's obviously in an intensive care unit. He's in a coma. You know, we catch up with Daniel, like I said, how the fight has affected his business, because his business is tied to karate. So we have how these two incidents have merged together and become some sort of problematic thing, you know? We also catch up with Sam and how the events that happened in the previous season have affected her. She seems like she's developed some sort of PTSD. There's some sort of problem that she's been having coping with what transpired. I find it kind of weird. I get it. Maybe her watching Miguel get hurt bothered her, but I don't know. Like I guess I got to continue to see what's going on in order to really give my final thoughts or whatever. But so we also have Johnny. Johnny's character, who is the central focus of this show. He's not dealing with Miguel getting hospitalized easy at all. He's taking it the hardest because he's the sensei. He's the man. He's the one that took him under his wing. He basically views Miguel as a son. That is basically that's the son or the relationship with another young man that he wishes he had with his own son, Robbie, right? It's kind of like his second chance with a kid that's not really his. Speaking of Robbie, the show also kind of like, you know, takes a little dive into trying to find out where Robbie is, and because he's basically on the run because he's wanted for, I guess, felony assault or something. And, you know, the show's basically the people in the show are trying to locate him. So there's, you know, I enjoy Robbie's character, and I hope that during the season that he becomes the central focus of this show and has a lot of spotlight on him like he did the last season. I'm really hoping that this isn't going to be one of the things where the whole season he's running away from the cops. All in all, the episode was good. It's basically setting the stage for what's going to happen in the future. Also, things to note. Aisha, they basically what they did was they said that she was taken out of school and put in another school. That means that her character's axed from the series, most likely, unless she comes back later down the line. But most like it seems like they cut her from the series altogether. But I'm not surprised because the last season she really wasn't involved at all anyway. She wasn't really used that much. Also, Stingray, the character that plays Stingray, his character I believe is not involved in this series because in the beginning in episode 1 is like saying, oh well, you know, he has like he can't be around kids or something, or he has some sort of like, you know, 50 feet distance. What is that shit called? Whatever. He can't be around kids. He has some sort of warrant or what is this shit called? I can't think about it. Forget it. Moving on. So he's not involved in the show, but honestly, I think that might be because his character, the actor, he's in a lot of movies. He's been getting a lot of work lately, so he might just be more busy and just can't be involved in the series right now. What else? I love how in this show, in this first episode, that they still found a way to introduce karate in it, even though that there's not really a real fighting scene in it, if that makes sense. It's like this metaphoric fight that happens in the first episode. And honestly, I thought it was pretty cool that they still found a way to add in karate, even though there's not real physical fighting going on, right? A lot of this episode was dialogue based, and you know, it was a lot of talking. So it's basically all it is setting the groundwork for the rest of the episodes. You have to. There's no way that they could have did this first episode different. They did it perfectly because you need to explain what's the aftermath of these events that happened at the school. Point case period, like point blank period. Like, you know, that's what needs to happen. So all in all, I think it was a fun episode. It's a good episode to set the groundwork, the framework for the future episodes. Let's see if they continue with their streak of having very good episodes and making this a very good series. So that's my review for episode number 1, The Aftermath. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Tell me if I missed anything that you thought was epic that I should have talked about. Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, until the next video, this is Dave from the 80s signing out. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, because I'm trying to get to 200. I was hoping to do that yesterday, but you know, I'm 3 away. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the way out. Until next time, adios.